Hello everybody. In this tutorial we're going to understand peers relationship. Now what is peers relationship? Well, it's exactly what it sounds like, and it's very close to word piercing. Peers relationship requires two vectors, and it could be established between vector to point or point to vector, and it requires two separate sketches. Now let's take a look how we do that. I'm going to go here on the top plane and I'm going to sketch here. Going to sketch a circle from a center. State select. I'm going to get out the sketch now. I'm going to make this circle plane visible, and now we can see we have our circle on the top plane. Now I'm going to go on the front plane and I'm going to select. I'm going to add a sketch on that. I'm going to create a line this time. Now remember, peers relationship requires objects on two separate planes on two separate sketches. So now we're here and I'm gonna go, circle is on this plane and I'm gonna sketch on this plane. I'm gonna go here, you see this little line here that shows a perpendicular relationship. I'm just gonna start sketching from that line and I'm gonna go make a little angular line. It doesn't have to be angular, it could be straight as well. I'm gonna say select. I'm gonna get out of the line sketch mode and now I'm here. So in this case, if we want to apply Pierce relationship between the circle and the line here, so piercing is gonna be that this point will exactly pierce on the edge of the circle. Now to add that relationship, we need to select this point first. Holding the control button, we're going to select the circle. And as we do that, as you can see on the left hand side, the whole box has been changed, and down in the add relationship box you can see a peers relationship option has been located. So if I click on the peers, look carefully here, what's going to happen is going to drag this point and peers on the edge of this circle. I'm going to click on the peers. As you can see, it shows a peers relationship icon there, and it has pierced the line directly onto the edge of the circle. And now if I get out the sketch, so this is one type of peers relationship. Now I'm sketching on the top plane and I'm sketching on the front plane, but it's not necessary. So let's take a look if we want to create a peers relationship between different planes or between using spline. So I'm going to go on the front plane, I'm going to sketch here. This time I'm going to go and sketch spline. I'm going to make two different lines. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to make this soft little curve. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to get out the sketch. Now as you can see, the spline is here on the front plane. I'm going to go create an extra plane here on the first point of the spline. So you can click on the plane. Ideally this plane button is under the feature box under reference geometry, but if you want to drag it to the sketch, you can always do going to customize, commands, you can go to reference geometry and you can drag this plane over right here. So that's it is. I'm gonna go click on the plane and I'm going to select this point first and I'm going to select this spline second, and it's going to make a fully defined plane which is exactly perpendicular to this spline. I'm going to click on set origin on curve so that my 0, 0 for this plane will start from here. I'm going to click OK, and now I'm going to go sketch on this plane. I'm going to create a circle here. Now as you can see, I click anywhere, it's going to create a circle on that particular plane. If you want to make, if you want to see this plane clearly in front of the screen, you can press Ctrl 8. Get out the circle more, press Ctrl 8, or you can go here and click on normal to. You can see right here, Ctrl 8 as well. So now we have one circle which is on the plane that is perpendicular to the spline, and I want the circle to be pierced at this point. Now, why we really need to do that? Well, this pierce relationship is very important when you're using a swept bow space, or you're using swept cut, or you're using loft or lofted bow space, and you're using lofted cut. So these are the tools that we really are going to use this piercing into it. Remember, I'm still here in the sketch mode of the circle, and now I'm going to pierce the circle to the spline. Now how I'm going to do that is I'm going to select the center point of the circle. I'm going to hold the control button, and I'm going to select the spline. Now the moment I do that, you can see on the left hand side, exactly we did earlier, we have this pierce relationship box popped up, and we can add pierce relationship between the circle and the spline here. The moment I'll click on this pierce, it will just straight up bring the circle and will pierce right here at the first point. So this point and this point will be pierced. I'm going to click on pierce, and you will be able to see it's been pierced right there, and you can see that my circle is exactly perpendicular to the spline on a plane that we just created. So that's one thing. And now I'm going to get out of the sketch. Now I'm going to go on front plane again, and I'm going to go sketch here. This time I'm going to go sketch spline, and I'm going to go do this. So this is my sketch on the front plane, which is the exactly same plane that I sketched the first spline on, but it's two separate sketches. So remember that they're two separate sketches. Now I'm going to remain in the same sketch. This time I'm going to pierce the spline to this edge of the circle. So remember here it was a piercing between circles, point to spline, which is a vector. So as I mentioned earlier, you can establish pierce relationship between point to vector or vector to point. So that's what I'm going to do this time. I'm going to go select the point of the spline. I'm going to hold the control button, and I'm going to go select the circle this time. Now I'm here, as you can see on the left hand box, add relationship pops up, and we have a pierce relationship option. The moment I will click on it, the spline will be attached directly to the edge of the circle. I'm going to click on that, and as you can see, the pierce relationship has been established between the spline and the circle. And now I'm going to get it out the sketch. And this concludes the tutorial, how we can pierce between point to vector and vector to point. Hope this was informative. Thank you for watching.